Oh, wow. Generic intro on the theduckgoesmoo here, back with some more weapon stereotypes by Soundsmith. Today we're reacting to episode 9, the sniper. In last week's video we did the medic. You won't check out that video, I'll leave right there. Also link down below in the description. Also be a playlist on my channel with all of my other TF2 videos. I just watched Banny play Medic Goes Deep, which was absolutely insane. That video went up on Friday. Also, a video went up on my gaming channel yesterday. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's probably going to be either a 10x server or Jump Academy. Probably going to be a 10x server, so we're going to see how that is. I don't really have any experience with community servers, so I'm going to have to basically learn how to find a good one. I don't know how that works, but I've loved weapon stereotypes so far. You all have shown so much support for them. And Sniper is one of my least played classes. I think he's actually my least played player or hero in TF2 now. After my most recent Will of TF2 where I had to play a Spy. I think Spy was my least favorite, or not least favorite, my least played. And then Sniper was right there. I don't know, I guess I'm just not good at aiming in the game, but we're gonna enjoy some Soundsmith today. I love watching some Soundsmiths. Shout out to patrons down below. Wouldn't be able to do this if it was not for them. They allow me to have a paywall on the show, so shout out to them and everybody that watches these videos and everybody that subscribed and comments, because I do read all the comments. So let's go ahead and jump on into the Sniper weapon stereotypes though. Whew, man.
The Sniper, everyone's least
We're gonna learn
favorite
about
Australian outbacker. I mean, when there's a
But
good
he's
sniper
from
on the
New
other
Zealand.
team, it can be one of the most infuriating things to die from, just across the map over and over and over again. But on the other hand, if you have a couple of bad snipers on your
That's
team,
also
you're
bots'
basically down a
favor.
couple players because they can somehow manage to repeatedly miss the other team standing at point-blank range. It's just a big mess, man. Now, of course, as with every other class, not all snipers are created equal. And a lot of what determines a good sniper from a bad one comes with the different weapons that they use. Now, I
haven't used a lot of these weapons.
Again. You know what? You
hardly
know
used,
stereotypes
hardly
about
ever
everyone,
played
blah, blah, blah,
sniper.
disclaimer, blah, 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 satire, blah, 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 parody. You get the idea, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
No one
let's
should
go.
be offended by these. If I you call me out, okay? Put me in my place.
This is
Just
another
let
one
me
of those
know.
stock weapons that is so widely used
know what
that
I'm
it
doing.
becomes difficult to pin someone down just because they use it. But interestingly, I have noticed that the stock sniper rifle has the biggest variance in terms of its alternate versions. And no, I'm not talking about the op. I'll get into that one later. But I mean, like the ones that are still the stock sniper, just with stuff added on. So, for example, bot killer sniper rifles seem to attract anger snipers. I'm not really sure why. They're not overly edgy, and while they do look cool, there's no reason for it to be as widespread as it is. These are the ones that tend to be renamed really overused, edgy, and immature things like aimbot.exe,
the JFK experience,
quick adventure game, a racial slur, etc. Australian snipers have a 50-50 chance of being either godlike or complete shit. These are also the ones that tend to be renamed bullshit Latin words because they want everyone to think they're smart. Festive snipers, the original limited ones, not the skin festive ones. Festive snipers are the ones that you should actually watch out for. These guys are almost always really good. Their rifles aren't usually renamed, and if they are, it's probably an inside joke with their friends or it's named after their boyfriend or girlfriend. Despite all of these, if you see a stock sniper, just be observant. You should be able to tell pretty quickly how good they are and how you should approach them.
Yeah, if you're already dead, they're probably a good sniper. That's my rule of thumb. Opera
This
hand,
is by
the
far the biggest
CSGO.
war pig in this series that I've covered so far.
I am an opera
At
when
the
I play
same time,
CSGO,
it seems
funny
kind of
enough.
unfair. There's a ton of reasons you might want to use this. You might be a CSGO player. You might think the model looks better. You
I
might
haven't
just
used
think
that,
it sounds cool. Whatever. But at the same time, it's very rare to encounter an op sniper that doesn't think he's hot shit.
No, it's like a war pig, kind of.
This sniper can't actually aim headshots, so he just uses this as a crutch and a tool to make people mad. Weirdly enough, I've noticed that this stereotype has kind of fallen off in recent years.
Hello.
There hasn't really been anything to replace it. This could just be because of the new pseudo-explosive headshot mechanic, giving it more of a support role. Or because this thing has taken its place as the body-shotting machine, which we're gonna get into later. For now, though, if you see
collateral?
snipers, they're probably either running the full set with the danger shield and the crocodile hat, or they're just running the full piss loadout. Either way, they're set out to kill you, so be aware.
Okay.
These guys are the swagger
I don't think I've ever
snipers
seen this one
of the
before.
weapon stereotype series. Nobody thinks much of them until they start demolishing the entire server without mercy and without saying a single word in chat. You can't ever peek any sightlines because chances are he's there, hiding his sniper dot perfectly, and will instantly headshot you the second you show your face. He's like an aimbotter.
Sounds like a bot.
An aimbotter was actually smart and had good game sense and positioning.
Fair enough. Machina?
3 words.
Machina?
Fully charged body shots. If you count body shot as one.
That's one of the
word,
ones I've
which
used.
I do. This guy has no qualms with giving up the flashiness of a headshot to secure a kill, and will do it
Yeah,
regularly,
exactly. What's
to
wrong?
the point where people
what's wrong
get
with
more
that?
salty about body shots from these than they do with body shots from the Sydney Sleeper, which is the weapon that was made for that. You can find these guys on maps with really tight corridors like Dust Bowl,
That was a headshot, though.
Turbine, trying to get those sick collateral kills for their montage. I wouldn't
Oh,
necessarily
you need
say
collaterals
it's a
in TF2? I didn't know
but
that.
If you see a Machina sniper, there's a good chance he thinks
Machina,
he's really good
okay.
at the game. Also, I'd be hard-pressed to skip over the ever-present body-shotting Machina Danger Shield Gibbous Vision 2-Fort sniper. This guy doesn't even know what game he's playing, but is still somehow out-sniping you. He'd probably taunt, but I don't think he knows what button to press.
Permascoped. He just sits there.
This isn't as
Hitman's
big of a
Leatherman?
war pig as the Upper Hand, but it's still pretty significant. I mean, it makes sense. This weapon rewards you for hitting headshots, and it punishes you for missing them. So if you use this, you're probably
go
pretty
home.
confident in your ability to hit them.
Aim small,
now, I
miss small?
haven't seen this stereotype myself to the same extent that I've seen others. Maybe that's just because of my limited experience with the class, or maybe that's because everyone who mentioned this in comments or tweets or whatever are all organized and feeding me misinformation to mess with me. I don't know. Most heatmaker
That would be
snipers that
funny.
I see are just kind of mediocre. Also worth noting that these guys seem to get tilted very easily. Market guarding
'cause
them a
they're
few
not
times
getting
will
headshots.
almost always cause them to switch off to pyro or something, which, by the way, isn't going to help you all that much for very long.
Mantreds. Classic.
This guy is
That's
almost
a fancy
certainly
looking
memeing.
one.
I mean, you really can't even pull the new player that doesn't know any better card, because 90% of the time these guys can't even figure out how to fire it, and they just switch back to whatever rifle they were using.
how do you
after
shoot
one
it?
life. Like,
Why is he
yeah,
walking so
it's
slow?
that bad. So if you see a classic sniper, he's probably just dicking around with his friends trying to get 360 no scope headshot YY fakey ladder
Wait,
stall
can you not
kills and
aim it?
Other dumb shit. I don't know, dude.
Oh, no, you can't aim it.
If
Huntsman
I had to
recent.
describe
I've
the
never played the
with one
Huntsman.
simple
I did
Bill
medieval
Wurtz
mode last
reference,
week
it
on my
would
gaming
be-
channel.
Wow, that worked.
Gandhi.
I mean, seriously, the Huntsman is the
That was a
poster
Target
child
History
for
World, I guess,
unintentional bullshit.
video.
Most of the kills you get with this are going to be the result of either random spam or just corner peeking. Like, lots and lots and lots and lots of corner peeking. And I'll be the first to admit, there is definitely
It's
some
fun,
skill
though.
involved with
It's
this
fun.
weapon. Plus, snipers who use this tend to be way more aggressive than your typical stock snipers, which I appreciate, considering I really dislike fighting against more passive playstyles like the black box conch thing. But if we're being honest, there's a very good reason that it was nicknamed the Luxman.
Oh, wow. He had no idea he was there. Featuring Logic.
People who use this are what I like to call the Josie
I know who Logic is.
Zawadzki 2005s. Commonly seen in Payload Upward and CTF 2-Fort servers, these guys are the snipers that just came off their favorite
That's a fire arrow.
role-playing server and found TF2 in the Steam's free-to-play section. They instinctively use their 9-year-old Call of Duty experience and make the assumption that the SMG is a super strong gun that will force any player in close to mid-range. I hate to break it to you guys, this isn't Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. This is TF2.
Infinite Warfare.
You can tell these guys apart by a few things. Firstly, you'll notice that they have 2000 and something at the end of their name, most commonly 2004 for whatever reason, and that is also
that the year they were
accompanied by
born?
the silver casual badge and their newly acquired boost to Gibbous.
The Gibbous? Cleaner
This guy is
Carbine?
almost certainly running the Bushwhacker. And there's also a very good chance that he's running the Huntsman, but the Bushwhacker is almost a guaranteed. It's not a very good weapon, in all honesty, but it's very effective in one specific situation: tank shredding. You'd be surprised how well this
really?
works with your swing speed maxed. Anyway,
I
outside
should've
of
known this before I
MDM,
did
the one thing that you
Man
can
Up.
assume for sure about this guy is that at some point, he's going to run at you with his melee out, and he's probably going to fail miserably.
They killed that tank real quick.
This is generally seen as the best support secondary for sniper, but more often than not, snipers that run Girardi will be really selfish with it. Like, there's a pretty good chance that they only equipped it because there's a Scorch Shot Pyro on the other team harassing them, and if that isn't the case, they're probably using the Girardi Bushwhacker combo from Hell, which I'm going to get into later. All that said, on the rare occasion that you run into a Girardi sniper that actually uses it to help his teammates, well, it's a really nice
At that point,
change
just
of
let him
pace.
burn.
This
Like in
guy
real
is
life.
sick of spies, but can't be bothered to actually use his ears. It's considered meta in a lot of competitive leagues, or it was at some point, but it's not as hard of a counter to spy as some people think it is. This is because most
would it be a
Razorback
counter to
snipers
spy?
think they're completely immune from spies, and they just seem to forget that, you know, spy has a gun. He
first
can
time I
shoot
played
people with
Spy,
it. But of
I
course,
went to
these guys
backstab,
just
and I hit the
ignore that
shield.
and stay
Oh, I got rid of his shield? Oh my god.
permascoped until
So
they
it's
get
supposed to
shot.
do that.
And this opens up a whole bunch of ways to mess with them, which is always fun.
Nice.
Okay, stop the video. I am Snow,
Medieval
and
mode.
I hereby take over this video to talk to you about the Darwin's Danger Shield. This is not a joke, so listen up. Using the Darwin's Danger Shield is bad, and you simply make a fool out of yourself by showing the world you are a coward and a terrible sniper. What's worse,
are you upset?
Any form of respect for the enemies. If you see someone using the Darwin's Danger Shield, do not take this lightly. Kill them quick, taunt, shit-talk them, and call the cops. The safety of other people is in your hands.
Oh, does nobody use it?
And
why does nobody use it?
Smitheroo's audio. You say one thing good about the Darwins. You play one game with the Darwins. You upload one clip.
Why does he hate it
with the
so
Darwins. Much? I will find you, and I will kill you.
Is that a threat?
You think this is scripted? Why don't you go ahead and find out for yourself?
I wouldn't take a chance.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Because he didn't say one good thing about it.
As it used to be, but it's still used by those who really like to stay at one end of the map and permascope down a sightline. Once you get body shot by them once, just avoid that one specific sightline for the rest of the game, because chances are they'll be there the entire time. The flinching immunity only happens when their rifle is fully charged up, so they tend to get tunnel vision very easily because they don't want to lose that immunity.
Yeah.
Which, again, means that it's pretty fun to mess with them.
Yeah, that makes it really easy. I didn't know that was a thing.
There's nothing
if I
really
see somebody
special about this weapon, honestly. You'd be better off looking at what type of reskin they have to get an idea of what you're dealing with. That said, it would be a crime to move on without talking about this thing's crit rate.
Oh.
It's ridiculous. That's it. This is pretty commonly run with the Razorbacks simply because these guys can't stand spies and they want a means of tracking them down while still having backstab immunity. They also love to tell you how the 33 damage hit and 48 bleed damage adds up to more than 65, so it technically does more damage than stock. Like,
what is that spy doing?
If I had a refined medal for every time a Tribleman Shiv sniper berated me for using stock and then telling me about how theirs does more damage, I'd be able to... I don't know. I'd be able to buy something ridiculous. The point is, they never shut up.
Golden Pan. I'm not going to try and say that.
The Shanshaha. The Shanasha? The Shansha. Okay, cool. The Shah-un-Shah is one of those weapons that seems like it could be really cool on paper. And granted, in certain situations it is. In fact, it can be pretty ridiculous, but... That said, most of the time it isn't. Like, if you get down to that low health and you're within melee range, you're probably dead anyway. And an 81 damage hit as opposed to a 65 damage hit really isn't going to change all that much. I mean, really, you still 2-shot light classes and you 3-shot demos and pyros still. I guess you 2-shot medics now and can 3-shot soldiers, so that's okay. But if you let either of those classes get that close to you, you probably deserve to die. That said, the people who use this will swear by it, much like some medics do with the Solemn Vow. For this reason, they'll try to pull it out and use it at every opportunity so that they can prove to themselves that it's good, and that usually puts them at a disadvantage.
Oh, it sounds pretty useless. Bushwhacker.
Hey, you. Yeah, you.
Are
headshots too hard? Do you hate the fact that the dedicated long-range class is weak at close range? Do you need a get-out-of-jail-free card for when someone tries to exploit that weakness? Well, boy howdy, do I have a weapon for you. I just said boy howdy unironically. Kill me now. Seriously, though, the Bushwhacker is almost exclusively used with the Jarrati, or sometimes the Carbine if they're memeing. But it's generally used by snipers that can't kill someone before they get too close, and they also can't hit anything at close range. So instead, they'll just run this combo and get free crits. They'll camp the resupply locker whenever possible so that they can have next to no cooldown on their Jarrati.
Can you the hill?
Always use the Schadenfreude after getting a kill with it. Everyone who doesn't use it can't stand the people who do use it, and everyone who does use it is extremely defensive about using it and will fight tooth and nail trying to justify it. So overall, it's just a big mess.
What is going on here?
There is one good thing to come out of this combo, though. Once you get Jarrati'd, the sniper who threw it will relentlessly focus you and get extreme tunnel vision trying to kill you. This means that you can bait them very easily, leading to some funny situations.
Like that right there. As you jump off the map, too.
And that's it.
Oh, man.
That's all the sniper weapons. Same deal as always. We're going to finish up the series with Spy next time,
yeah,
so let
Spy's
me know if you have any
next.
suggestions.
And then we have Mists?
And that's it.
I think.
It's over. You can go now.
Are you sure about that? Well, I don't have anything to finish the last bit of the music. Okay. Does he have like a certain amount of time he's supposed to talk? I don't know. Man, that was a sniper. I had no idea there were that many different like knives and swords for sniper. I knew he had a bunch of different like guns and weapons and stuff. A lot of them I've never used or experienced anybody really using. My experience with snipers is, oh god, I hope that's not a bot whenever I see an enemy sniper. So that's just how I go. Hopefully the bot situation gets fixed. Let me know if you want to see me react to whatever this update is, because I know that they announced an update recently and there's going to be no more bots, which is going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to not being able to play bots. I'm glad that Valve's actually paid attention to this game, and hopefully we can get it revived, because apparently it died off a little bit. But I love the game. I would love to be a part of it during like its peak and its prime, because I'm loving it now. I just can't imagine how much I'm going to love it when it's better to play for everyone. So don't spoil what the update is if you want me to react to it. If you want me to react to it, leave a comment down below. I do read all the comments. If you see somebody else doing that, make sure you like it to let me know. But oh man, the sniper. We got to see the edgy meme again. That was awesome. Next is going to be Spy, and then we have Miss Stereotypes. And then I think, yeah, that'll be it for that. But we have other Soundsmith videos that I'm sure we'll get to at some point. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss them. Hope to see you in the next video. But until then, cue the music.
We were playing